Today's video is based on my biggest mistake when it came to everyone is you pushed out. And I'm going to share with you exactly what not to do and why not to do it when it comes to revising other people in your life based on the never got our concept of everyone is you pushed out. So that's going to be today's video. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Natalie, and this is As the Pennies Drop. And this channel is all about creating a life you love, deserve, and desire. I share content to help you or guide you into creating your dream life, to get your manifestations, to release those limiting beliefs, and to change your self-concept, most importantly. So if you want to find out more, just click on the link below or send me an email at natalie@thepenniesdrop.com. So back to the video. So I'm sharing with you my biggest mistake that I did when it came to everyone is you pushed out. Now, for those of you that are new to the concept, very briefly, because I've done lots of different videos on this, I'll tag one, but you can also have a look at the videos in my channel. Everyone is you pushed out is based on the Neville Goddard concept of law of assumption, what we think about ourselves, what our beliefs are, what we have as a dominant thought about who we are, gets hardened into fact and gets pushed out and basically gets reflected back at us through people and events, and basically how we have ended up creating our reality. So that is basically the everyone is you pushed out, or some people say everyone is yourself pushed out, and some people can say everybody is you are your world pushed out, which literally you are. So what you are, what you believe to be true about you, what your thoughts are, what you've hardened into fact, what you've put your dominant energy in, is everyone is you pushed out, gets pushed out and gets reflected back at you, whether you like it or not. It doesn't work on positive things. It works on anything that you persist in your mind, hardens into fact, and then gets pushed out there. So what you believe about yourself to be true, how you choose, what you believe people are going to treat you like, what you believe you're worthy of in a loving relationship, what you believe you're worthy of when it comes to money, what you believe you're worthy of when it comes to careers, and where you live, how you dress, etc. Whatever it is, what you believe gets pushed out and gets hardened into fact, and then gets reflected back at you, because life is a mirror. So that's very, very briefly everyone is you pushed out. Now, what not to do? What not to do? My biggest mistake when it comes to everyone is you pushed out was, when I was focusing on getting my ex back, was that I put all the effort into, or the majority of the effort, my dominant thoughts, majority of my dominant thoughts were efforting to get him to change. So I put my dominant thoughts into getting him to change, because that is how I understood then everyone is you pushed out. I focused on changing him through my thoughts. I just focus on changing him through my thoughts. So I would say things like, and I was doing intentions then as well. So I would say things like, I intend him to prioritize me. I intend that he always prioritizes me. I intend that he's always supportive of me. I intend that he constantly tells me that he loves me. I intend that he constantly wants to spend time with me. I intend that he is always reliable. I intend that he's always kind and respectful. Guess what happened? None of the above. Nothing. I got him back. But nothing changed. Nada. And the reason why is because, again, my biggest mistake when it came to understanding everyone is you pushed out then was that I had to just focus on changing him through my thoughts, but I wasn't focusing enough on changing me to be the person that is lovable, that is respected, that is valued, that is confident, that is cherished, that is prioritized, that is supported, that is secure, that is safe, that is easily lovable, that is valued, that is respected, that is worthy beyond belief. You see, I put it all in him and nothing in me. We do not attract what we want. We attract what we are. So when I was showing up in that relationship, because I'd had a pattern of upsetting relationships, and it was just growing and growing and growing and growing and getting bigger. And I've just done a video on triggering, actually, so you could check that out as well. What I was basically doing was just showing up as me, somebody that deserved to be treated like crap, somebody that deserved to be devalued, somebody that deserved to be disrespected, somebody that deserved to be let down, somebody that deserved to be basically nearly destroyed mentally, somebody that deserved to be treated like crap. I was showing up as somebody that, because based on my pattern in beliefs from my childhood that had perpetuated out of my life, that was what I believed was what I was worth. That was what I believed what I was worth. So in the majority of my loving relationships, that was how I got treated. Not all, but the majority, and it got worse as I wasn't managing or dealing with the triggering that was happening, which again, like I said, I've done a video on that, so you can check that out as well. So when we want to think about changing the way somebody is showing up in our reality, the fundamental thing that we want to do, the number one thing we want to do, is work on changing us. We attract what we are, not what we want. So you have to become that person that is respected, valued, adored, loved, accepted exactly as you are, prioritized, considered, thought of, valued, deserving, lovable, supported, cherished, irresistible, magnetic, magnificent, adorable, irresistible. That's how you want to start when it comes to changing other people in your life and how they're showing up. You start with you. So if I had even balanced it, doing both, it would have been better for me, but I didn't do that enough. I did it a bit, but not as much as I should have done. So that's why nothing changed. I was so focused on my intentions of him being the person that I wanted him to be. He was never going to change. He was never going to change because I had to change the version of me to be able to get him to change. I really hope that makes sense. So my biggest mistake, because there was so much hurt and pain in that relationship, I can't go back to that now. I can't go back to that relationship now. And I don't want that for you. So if they are not changing, it's because you haven't changed. So people can only reflect back at you. Life is a mirror. People can only reflect back at you what you believe to be true about you. So when we change this, people by law have to reflect back that. And it will either be that person that you're with or you want back, or it will be somebody more magnificent because you would have raised your standards so incredibly, amazingly that, you know, you'll have probably loads of people wanting to like ask you out or go out with you because you will be so attractive to these wonderful, loving, kind people that you'll never have to hear I'm sorry for things that they've done, because you have raised your standards, because you would have done the self-concept, because you would have given yourself the love and the time and the care to work on you primarily, and then focus on either getting them back or getting into a new relationship. And that's the way you can get somebody to change by changing you. And that was my biggest mistake. So I really hope that's helped, guys. As always, please feel free to like, share, and comment, and subscribe. If this has worked for you, then please share your story to inspire others to not give up too, and that it is possible. We are not any more special than anybody else. We're all the same. All it takes is changing our thoughts about who we are and how we want to be treated and how we want to be shown to the world, and we become that person. And that is when life will and people will reflect back at you how you deserve to be treated, because you will be the new you, the amazing you that was just hidden for a bit. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care, guys, and I will be back soon.